Like whenever he wanted the trade and then he ended up signing obviously 40 million. I don't know anybody that would say no to 40 million. But how did you feel when he first was like, I want out. I want out. I want to win championships. I don't want to be here. Were you like,
Right.
oh gosh,
No,
here
I
we go?
mean, so I think a different way from certain people, right? So I always said, Myles Garrett came when Myles Garrett was here. He was here to do the darkest days. 1-31. Many quarterbacks, and they've been so desperate to build around the quarterback versus building around a guy who's obviously been loyal here. And I feel like Myles, he had to stand his ground. Hey, I've been here since day one. I know I've been as close to problem free as possible. A few minor things that came up here and there, but I've been as close to problem free as possible. And I deserve to be the guy, the leader of this team that, we build around, kind of how the LA Rams did with Aaron Donald, right? Like, yes, they brought Matthew Stafford out there, but all in all, that was Aaron Donald's team, if we're being honest.
Right.
So I think that if the Browns did that, but in the same breath, Myles Garrett also has to step up and be a leader. You also have to step up in the locker room. You also have to be on that forefront, and maybe speak out on some things, or, check a player on the offensive side of things aren't getting right. So I think, now that he got that 40 million, like you said, I don't know nobody who's going to say no to $40 million. Like,
Nope.
come on, nobody.
No.
So he got that $40 million, but it came with a lot of responsibility. We need to see a growth. I set a challenge. Obviously, I don't know if the message will ever get to Myles, but you got TJ Watt on your team right there. Granted, we've never given Myles a running mate like in the middle, like a Cam Hayward, and we just got him. But I would love to see Myles Garrett get maybe a 20-sack season, and show us that he's taking that next step and try to put it even more on the line than what most people presume